So being chartered to me is a recognition of my professional development and my professional responsibility, and where I have achieved something more in my leadership. I'm chartered through the Chartered Management Institute, and I think it's a recognition of some of the skills that I've developed throughout my career. So I became chartered by, first of all, I looked up what I needed to do through my institution, and I started to gather some of the documentation that I needed to do, some of the evidence that to prove that I'd met the competencies. Had to put together a bit of a portfolio of evidence and submit that through to the CMI. And then after that was reviewed, I had a professional review interview where they asked me some questions about some of the information that I provided to check that it was me and to check my understanding of the competencies. And after they'd reviewed that, they agreed that I'd met the competencies and that I could be awarded chartered status. So in terms of my career, I feel it's been really impactful in that having some professional recognition that I can put on my CV, or when I'm meeting new people, when I'm networking, it's something that I can say that I've achieved without having to show off, but it's sort of a way of saying, yes, I've achieved this, and it sort of puts me on a level playing field with other professionals, whether they're chartered management, whether they're chartered engineer, chartered scientist. It's a recognition that people understand, and something that enables me to show that I've demonstrated a certain level and I've achieved something. So when I'm applying for a new role, or whether I'm meeting new people, it's something that people can recognise that I've met a certain standard, and that's been really helpful. I think the first thing to do is not be afraid to look up where you could become chartered, where you could achieve any sort of form of professional recognition. Look at what the competencies, the skills that you would require to meet that standard, and speak to the institution that is relevant for your professional body. Talk to them about where your gaps are, and talk to them about how you could meet those gaps, and what the process would be. Start to gather some evidence about your career and how that's helped you so far, and think about what projects or what other things in your work that you could then work towards to meet any of those gaps, and learn about the application process.